Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut. Welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. Hope you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So I'm going to talk about a potpourri of things in this video. Mainly on the free agents that are still on the free agent market. And we're going to start with Blake Snell and a bunch of other guys. We go through this article that USA Today has put out. As you know, Cody Bellinger just re-signed with the Cubs on a 3-year, $80 million contract. That's not a surprise here that he was going to re-sign with the Cubs. That team was the only team that really wanted him. That's the only team that there wasn't any barriers to sign him. He had a qualifying offer on him. I know a lot of idiots and dopes here at WFAN and a lot of people on Twitter will complain that the Mets didn't sign him, the Yankees didn't sign him. But quite frankly, you can give up a draft pick this late in the offseason. Well, it's not even the offseason anymore. We're in spring training. No, not going to do that. But here we have from USA Today. MLB rumors. Will Snell, Chapman sign soon with Bellinger now off the market? Finally, it took a while, but one of Scott Boras' free agents finally signed the deal. As Cody Bellinger inked a 3-year, $80 million deal late on Saturday to remain with the Cubs. Bellinger was the best hitter remaining on the free agent market. Despite his departure from that list, there is still value to be found in free agency with big names like Blake Snell, Matt Chapman, and JD Martinez all still looking for teams in 2024. Do not be surprised if one of these players, specifically Blake Snell, if he has a qualifying offer attached to him, doesn't sign until after the All-Star break. This has happened once before. This happened 2 years ago when Michael Conforto did not sign the qualifying offer with the New York Mets going into the 2022 season. He became a free agent and he wasn't signed. And he went the whole year without signing with a team and he hurt his arm and then didn't get much of a contract the following year when he signed with the Giants. So these players might have cut off a little, and he is a Scott Boras player, Michael Conforto, and Michael's career has been in the gutter since he didn't take that qualifying offer. But that's a different story. Perhaps the Bellinger signing will start the shift MLB fans have been waiting for with spring training already underway. The clock is ticking for these stars to find a team before the start of the regular season. Here are the latest MLB trade free agent rumors. Here's about the Yankees. Yankees would rather trade than sign. In USA Today's Bob Nightingale, New York Yankees appear uninterested in signing 23 NL Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell, opting to trade for the Chicago White Sox ace Dylan Cease. However, negotiations between the clubs for Cease have hit a standstill. We've been hearing these rumors about Snell signing with the Yankees. I never believed it. I know the liars, the people at WFAN, I know the people at WFAN were saying that Blake Snell was going to sign with the Yankees. They were right on the cusp. I know they have a YouTube channel. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do the clickbait. He wasn't signing with the Yankees. The Yankees aren't, like I said, not giving up any of their draft picks for this guy, for this goofball. And he's not great in the clubhouse, I understand. The White Sox are hoping for top outfield prospect Spencer Jones to be included in the deal. The Yankees do not want to include Jones whatsoever. Ever since Luis Severino signed with the Crosstown Mets, the Yankees have been looking for a solid fifth starter, and while Cease is much better than a fifth starter, he certainly would be a massive upgrade of the guys currently competing for that slot, like Clark Schmidt, Clayton Beeter, and Luis Gil. The Yankees offered Blake Snell a 5-year, $150 million deal early in the offseason that was rejected. Not too smart there, Blake. Had the Yankees signed the Sloth, they would have been taxed at 110% while losing 2 draft picks. That is why the New York Mets are not didn't sign big free agents. They would have had to pay 110% luxury tax, which is the Cohen tax. The Yankees weren't doing that either. Why would you do that? It's crazy. Making Cease the more affordable option. That said, even if the Yankees cannot snag Cease, they have started pitching talent to compete in the AL East, assuming guys like Carlos Rodon and Marcus Stroman can stay healthy. Jorge Soler was what we thought he was, a backup plan for the Giants. Prior to the Giants signing Soler to a 3-year, $42 million contract, the reports that the Giants were only interested in Soler as a backup plan in case they weren't able to come to terms with any of the big-name free agents they wanted. Night Gale reports that J.D. Martinez was one of the big names the Giants were considering. The Giants offered Martinez a 1-year, $14 million deal, which Martinez rejected. Martinez, who's 36, is looking for a multi-year deal. This may be his last opportunity to secure such a deal before his age scares teams off for good. I don't think he's getting a multi-year deal. I think he's going to sign a 1-year deal with somebody, but he's not going to get it. If he gets a multi-year deal, it's probably options. Bellinger's deal could outline a Matt Chapman return to the Blue Jays. I know Blue Jays fans will be excited for that. But such a long wait to see where Cody Bellinger will sign. Bellinger signed for less than most people anticipate. Now that the framework has been laid, though, many people suspect the Blue Jays will be back in the Chapman sweepstakes. About a week ago, the Seattle Mariners were one of the teams eager to land Chapman. However, given Bellinger's deal, it's unlikely Chapman receives anything worth more annually than the $20.325 qualifying offer the Blue Jays gave him at the start of the offseason. See, that's the problem. Chapman they never should have put a qualifying offer on him. Because that's held him up to. There's a lot of bad decisions by some teams. Not realizing what kind of players they have. And how some of these qualifying offers, it's a little unfair to some of these players. Chapman did not have a good finish to his season last year. He didn't play much in September. He's been a lot. He doesn't. He's not a great hitter. He does have power, but he doesn't drive in a lot of runs. He strikes out 200 times a year. He was not the kind of guy you give a qualifying offer to. The Mariners, Blue Jays, and Giants are considered the front runners for Chapman currently. Now, as we are now 5 months, less than 5 months from the draft. Are you going to give up draft picks for Matt Chapman? No. Jordan Montgomery to the Red Sox is a deal waiting to happen. Amidst all the hullabaloo surrounding Snell, Chapman, Bellinger, Martinez, Montgomery's market has slowly started heating up to the point where a deal with the Red Sox could happen any moment. The issue preventing the deal from happening, as you can probably guess, is price. NBC Sports Boston reports that the Red Sox are still waiting for Montgomery's price to come down. That said, Montgomery's personal ties to Boston, plus the fact that the Red Sox have failed to make an impact, sign all off-season points to a deal being reached between both parties before the 24 season starts. The 31-year-old Southpaw played a pivotal role in the Texas Rangers World Series campaign last season, as boasts his free agent value tremendously. If he did, why doesn't he sign with anybody? He didn't boast it that much. He's still unsigned. Although he's never been an all-star, he boasts an incredible 3.68 career ERA across 7 seasons. How's that incredible? That's unbelievable. That's awesome. You gotta be kidding me that this guy wrote this. He's been unbelievably solid for someone without a single all-star nod to his name. Who wrote this? I love making fun of these writers. Some of them don't know what the hell they're talking about. Was he like a relative of Montgomery? John Hoffling. Hey, John. He's not an unbelievable pitcher. He's a good 3-starter, but that's about it. He's not getting a 6-7 year deal. Or an 8-year deal, whatever he's looking for. He's still a free agent. Angels are lingering and Snell, Montgomery's markets. The Los Angeles Angels might have been one of the biggest losers this offseason by failing to re-sign Shohei Ohtani. Since then, the Angels have not made any game-changing moves to recuperate their losses. But Blake Snell is made to order for the Angels. That is the kind of move the Angels would make. The Angels have notoriously not had the pitching to back their star power on offense in recent years. Oh, you think so? With the addition of Sheld or Montgomery would not give the Angels a strong rotation on their own. It would be a good start to the Angels' rebuild. The Angels are always rebuilding. They had 2 of the best players in baseball, and they're still rebuilding. And, they signed Mike Trout to that just horrible contract. Not horrible for him. He's going to make all his money. But horrible because he can't stay healthy. Always, and he's on the back nine of his prime. So who knows how much more he has of quality at-bats, quality statistics. And now Ohtani's not there. Well, I would mention, even with Ohtani there, just to give you throw some shade at Ohtani, he didn't make the Angels better, even when he was pitching. He wasn't a player that made his team better. Very few players that can do that. He clearly wasn't one of them either. So, you let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut 2, and I'll see you later.